Hello, this is Vance Wilkins. Lancers, coaches, and fans, 1995 was a year that would be long remembered in Amherst County football history. We should all be proud of the dedication and hard work our players showed in winning the 1995 state championships. I hope you all enjoy the game now and for many years to come. Thank you.
On the other hand, expected to be here. They were here last year. The Amherst Lancers went undefeated in 1994, went all the way to the state championship game, and then were beaten. This year, they're very similar to Sherando. This team is 8-2. They're within a couple of points maybe of being undefeated. But I know that Coach Mickey Crouch and the Amherst Lancers, of course, are the top seed. They're favored to win the game. Crouch, I'm not sure, has won a state championship, but like I say, was here last year and is here to do what they have been calling unfinished business. You're looking at the captains out on the field as they're being introduced. Sherando, of course, with quite a number of captains out there. 27 is Mark Pearson. You see number 80 out on the field. Jason Soule. 72, Nathaniel Rittenauer. 87, Soltback. We got number 20, Wayne Click. Let's see, I believe that's Mike Dick, 66. Number 60, Michael Dick coming off the field there. And, of course, the home field announcer here doing his thing. Again, the Amherst Lancers, the home team, hosting this state championship game. And coming out on the field through the banner, and this is something you do have. Of course, you know, this is the first year the Virginia High School League has gone to the neutral sites, and Amherst feels a little slighted by this, because what has happened is they lose the ability to have this game on their home field. As a matter of fact, all the people from Sherando past Amherst, the town of Amherst, come down here to this high school, which is actually south of Lynchburg. We're in Campbell County here at Brookville High School. Folks, the field is in fine shape. We're expecting some very cold weather to move in here tonight. At this point, the wind is blowing out of the west to northwest, 10, maybe 15 miles an hour. Our temperature is near the freezing mark. It may be slightly below freezing, but the wind chills are probably not much lower than around 20 degrees. The stands are filled. I was surprised. This is not a big stadium. Both the home stands and the visitor stands are absolutely filled. So you can say what you want to. There are pluses and minuses about this being a neutral field, but we could use a bigger stadium for this game. Ready for the state championship game to get underway with Click kicking off for Sherando. Walter Barr on the sideline. 25 years separated from a state championship at James Wood High School. Trying to put this Cinderella finish on a tremendously surprising season for these Sherando Warriors from Frederick County. People around the state are wondering, who are these guys? Where are they from? Well, we'll soon find out. The Virginia High School League State Championship game, Group AA Division 4, just about ready to get underway on Adelphia Cable. I'm John Bloom. We're going to be bringing you all the action throughout the afternoon, and we're hoping for an exciting game. Went through this last year with the Handley judges. It came right down to the final seconds when judges held off Gate City for the Group AA divisional championship. We certainly hope the best for the Sherando Warriors. Officials are on a sideline here talking to Coach Crouch and one of his assistants about something up here in the press box. I'm not really sure. It looks maybe that the headset radio system is not working on this side. Now we're sharing the booth with the PA announcer from Amherst and the Amherst coaching staff. And I can tell you Amherst going into the game very, very confident. We've heard nothing but confidence exuding from the near sidelines. they are under the impression they're going to be able to handle this Sherando, this upstart Sherando team. So just a little delay here while the radio is being looked at. There is sunshine. We did have some sleet, some freezing rain. The field was covered. There was about a 6-inch snowfall here Thursday morning, but the field was covered Tuesday night. So this field is really not in bad shape. Now, they dumped some of the water from the tarps in the end zone from about the 5-yard lines in. You get down near the goal line, and it's pretty sloppy. And, of course, the end zones are really wet. There's about, I would say, 2 to 3 feet clearance on the sidelines where the players have, you can see the marks. And as you can see on your screen, the yard markers are not real bright. Now, we can see them, but the tarp and the moisture from the on top of the tarp sort of just made these numbers and lines blend in a little bit. But I'll tell you, other than that, this field really is in pretty good shape. Because of our cramped quarters up here, we do not have a real good spot to view the entire field. Number 19 for Amherst is going to take that ball. That's Cashwell down around the 10-yard line, and he got out to about the 28-yard line. And Aaron Orndorff out there for the Sherando Warriors. And our game is underway, and we don't have to tell you Amherst has a tremendous running attack. We're going to be looking for quite a running game. They seldom throw the ball. They will run wide, but they like to run up the middle. You're going to be looking at number 19, number 21, number 8. Cam Jackson. Getting the carry that time was Cashwell. Saw him over the right side. Sherando defense right there. Mike Dick is 61. Jed Markwood, 71. At tackle, the ends are Largent and Farrell, Rodney Largent and John Farrell. Linebackers are Brad Payton, Sean Gergel, Jeff Slonecker, and Dan Baltimore. I'll give you the backs here in just a minute. Second and about 7. Second back trying that right side that time and got very little was Clark. Let's see, they might give him a yard on that. It looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and 6. So the Warriors are answering so far on the first 2 downs. Let's complete. The defensive backs are Mark Pearson, Sean Burns, and number 12, the safety, is John Washington. See what the Lancers do on 3rd and long. This time they're stopped short. Sherando stopping the Lancers and are going to force a punt. That time trying the left side was Cam Jackson. He was not able to move on Sherando, and the Warriors putting an early shock into the Lancers, stopping the running game on 3 plays. It's 4th and nearly 5. Kicking the ball for Amherst, Mitch White, and they're going to down it at the 39-yard line. Joey McDowell is going to down the ball for the Lancers. So Sherando takes the ball in really pretty good territory, and I've got to again repeat, the field, especially in the middle of the field, is in good shape. You look around, you see a lot of snow on the ground, and they got about 6 inches of snow here Thursday morning, and like I say, the field was covered. There was sleet, freezing rain this morning, but this field is in good shape. So we started all over again with Kelly Washington. Handing off to Dar, right side, nowhere, on first down. Lancers up to the task on the first play. That's going to be a loss of about 1.5 yards. It's going to bring up second and long. Washington this time hands off to Number 12, who just was tripped up. Boy, he had the corner if he'd have made that one. John Washington. And he was tackled by his, actually it was Dante Christian who tripped him up there and saved what could have been a long gain. That was a gain of 1. That's going to make it 3rd and just a little over 10 for Sherando. No offense so far in this one, and that's what you're going to see. These teams are, it's a little bit like smash mouth football. They just want to run right at you. And he's going to throw the ball deep down the right side. Completes to number 12. That's Washington all the way down near the 10-yard line. Sherando's got a first down. Oh, we've got a flag at the end of that play. This may give them a 1st and goal. We'll see what that call is. That's almost got to be against the defense down there. I'll tell you what, Walter Barr wants a state championship. Did you see that on 3rd and long? Sherando did not come here. We have a face mask penalty against the defense. Calling for a captain. Not much to talk about on this, obviously, as Kelly Washington says, move that ball down here a little closer. Now, the yard markers are not very clear. They're probably as clear on the TV as they are here. You cannot see that real well. I'm going to guess the ball is down about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal for Sherando. The first scoring opportunity of the game for either team. This would be big if they can get it in early. Kelly Washington. We had some movement on that far side. We'll see if there was movement offensively or whether number 19 for Amherst was drawn offside. That's T.J. Cashwell. Had some movement. This will be a tough call if it goes against the Warriors. We have a dead ball foul here, obviously. Or did the officials pick up that flag? Now there's a discussion. Yep, that is the call. It's encroachment against the defense of the Lancers. That's going to bring up a 1st and goal. And the best I can tell you is they're going to move it in 3 yards and move it from the 3-yard line. You're able to see it on the screen about as well as we can see it here. It looks like it's at about the 3-yard line. Now we have a 1st and goal from the 3, and this is a running situation. But remember, the Lancers were really up to the task on the first 2 runs that Sherando attempted. This time it's Dar, left side, stuffed near the goal line. Looks like he may have got a yard. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal from around the 2-yard line. And I'll tell you, the goal lines it's very, very hard to see. Sun coming out just a little bit here. At Brookville High School in Campbell County for the state championship. Washington barking the signals. 2nd down, Dar, right side. Got down close. Very little gain, if any. This time it's going to bring up 3rd and goal from, again, it's anybody's guess. Looks like he's down just outside the 1-yard line. Looking at the marker on the far side, if that cone is on the goal line, the ball has been placed on the 1-yard line. Let's make it 3rd down and goal from the 1-yard line for the Warriors. Trying to put the pressure on the Lancers early in the game. In motion. Number 27, left side, touchdown, Sherando. That was Mark Pearson. Mark Pearson went in motion and got the flip from Kelly Washington. And Sherando has shocked the Lancers. It's 6-0. Morgan Reams in for the point after. Washington to hold. The kick is up. And it's no good. Off to the right. That's going to keep the score 6-0. But the Lancers have been answered. They were stuffed, and Sherando went 61 yards for the touchdown. While we have a break, we want to make sure that we thank all the sponsors making this broadcast possible on Adelphia Cable 6. They are, of course, Senator Russ Potts, Frederick County Board of Supervisors, the Frederick County Government, Frederick County School Board, Marathon Bank, Valley Protein, F&M Bank, Kern Motor Company, Jefferson National Bank, the Bank of Clark County, the Sherando Warrior Club, O'Sullivan Corporation, celebrating their 100th anniversary. All right, Sherando will kick off once again. Click. Once again, obviously, they are being coached to kick the ball off to the right side. This time the kick was muffled there briefly, and then number 8 went down on your knee. And, of course, in high school, you're down on your knee. That's the play's over. It's Maurice Clark. And I do have to say, I'm going to back up a little bit on the field conditions. Once you get inside the 20-yard line, they do tend to, it gets a little damp, a little wet down there where some of the water was put down on the field. Actually, there was not much slipping down there for Sherando down near that goal line. I thought there would be because it is very damp down near the goal line. So Mitch White brings out the Lancers. And they're going to try that left side. Well, I'll tell you, Sherando is ready to meet these plays. They're not looking like the underdog so far in this game. Good effort there by John Farrell. Sherando has been playing extremely well after a good season. Let's not take anything away from him during the regular season, but the preparation for these playoff games has been outstanding. On second down, they're going to try that right side, and they're going to get a couple yards, but not much. Let's see, that's, I believe, number 21 with the ball. Cam Jackson. And they're going to give him about 3 yards. It's going to bring a third and about 6. So once again, this is exactly the same count we had the last time on third down. It was 3rd and 6. Sherando was able to stop the Lancers on their first possession. Let's see if the Lancers throw the ball. Well, once again, they're going to try the right side. He breaks out in the open. Number 8 is free and is racing down for what might be a touchdown. Number 27 slowed him down and could not bring him down. Number 8 is going to go for the touchdown, and that is Maurice Clark. We were close. I'll tell you, Mark Pearson had a shot at him. And Amherst is going to tie this game on a long touchdown. We thought we would be here all day long with a 6-0 or a 6-6 game. What has happened is we've had both schools break open for scores, and we're just about 3/4 of the way through the first quarter. So it's been a surprise. Maurice Clark went the distance for the Lancers. He got the corner and then got away from a Sherando tackler, and we're all tied up. And now for the extra point, Mitch White. Ball is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. The Lancers are going to take a 1-point lead. And so that missed extra point is going to cost Sherando so far, as we're in a 7-6 game for the state title. These guys look like they're able to do this. This has been a surprise. We thought we would be in a real low-scoring game, a real barn burner. Well, it's a barn burner, but so far it's been an offensive explosion. So we'll try it again. Now the missed extra point is the difference in the game thus far as we're in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 23 seconds remaining here at Brookville High School, Campbell County, just on the south side of Lynchburg. Once again, White is kicking off. It's time to kick off. It's going to, and we had a slip there again. The ends are a little slippery there as John Washington took the kickoff back about his 5-yard line. He got it out around the 16. See where they mark it. Yes, just over the 15-yard line. Well, we've got a lot of real estate to cover here now. The Sherando Warriors find themselves down 7-6. The Lancers, this is a veteran team. They were in the state championship last year after going undefeated in 1994 and lost the state title game. So, as I said at the top of the broadcast, the Lancers feel it's unfinished business. Let's see what Sherando can do on the second drive. They were unable to run the ball real effectively, but the passing game came through for him. Dar this time tries the middle, and he got about 5 yards. They're going to mark the ball up around the 21-yard line. Brad Dar, the ball carrier. The visiting sideline is absolutely packed. That's why you see people standing along the side. On second down, we're going to try the left side. This is for a little gain. Michael Roberts takes it from Washington and got up over the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark the ball. Well, about the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. So, again, a marginal call. They're rather deep in their territory. You have to be careful about the pass. Let's see if they do throw the ball or if they use some type of running play here. No gain on that play. They actually tried a little trickery there, but the ball eventually going up the middle for no gain. Actually, they're going to mark it. They're going to mark it a gain of 1. That's going to bring up a 4th and 3. So the Lancers will get this ball back in pretty good territory. Nicholas Sulzbach back to punt. Gets off the punt. It's going to be taken on the run at the 45-yard line. Once again, this is number 8 who got it into Sherando territory. Maurice Clark. Brought down by Aaron Orndorff again. He's had a couple of special teams tackles for Orndorff. He's been outstanding so far in this game. So the Sherando defense is going to be tested again. They stopped him 3 and out first time. Second time, well, it took a long run by Maurice Clark, and he got in the end zone. This time it's number 19 off the right side. He's going to get about 7 yards, and we have a penalty on the play. T.J. Cashwell carried the ball. Let's see if there is a penalty on the tackle. We evidently have a face mask against Sherando. That's going to move the ball inside the 20-yard line. Actually, inside the 30-yard line. That's 15 yards. Down to about the 22. Where it's going to be first down for the Lancers, and they're in real good shape right now. Got to remember, although Sherando has had tremendous success in the playoffs this year, this is a team that is, again, coming out of nowhere. Winless 2 years ago, 4-6 last year, really getting their act together, but some of the inexperience might have shown in that last play. Off on the left side, we had number 21, Cam Jackson. He got some yardage before Sean Gergel was able to bring him down. Let's see, they're going to give him about 5 yards on that play. Warriors have got to dig in here, or they'll be two scores down, because it's 7-6 right now, Lancers. This certainly would be a running down. They do not like to throw the ball. And up the middle they go for a gain of about 3 more. Once again, Cashwell trying the middle of that line, and there's Dick, and see number 41 is in there, Brad Payton. That's going to bring up 3rd and short. This is a big down for both teams. The Lancers could get a first down near that 10-yard line, and of course the Warriors really need to stop them. This is 2-down territory maybe for the Lancers. unless they would go for a field goal. Second back through, number 21's got the first down. It's going to be first and goal. Cam Jackson gets it down there. We got Mark Pearson and also Brad Payton in on the tackle, but now the Lancers are starting to get it cranked up a little bit. That's going to be down on the 8-yard line. We've got a timeout, Sherando. Timeout, Sherando Warriors. On Adelphia TV Cable Channel 6, the Group AA Division IV title game, 7-6 right now as we have a timeout. Once again, we want to thank Russ Potts for helping put everything together, and the great sponsors we have: Frederick County Board of Supervisors, the Frederick County Government, Frederick County School Board, Marathon Bank, Valley Protein, F&M Bank, Kern Motor Company, Jefferson National Bank, the Bank of Clark County, the Sherando Warrior Club, and the O'Sullivan Corporation. It's one of those things where, this is a little bit of a surprise. We kind of expected Handley, after their success in '93, to come back in '94 and maybe make a run at the state title. But this broadcast was put together literally in the last 48 hours out of nowhere, because really going into the season, you wouldn't have thought that we would have a representative in the state final game. Sherando having a fantastic season this year. All right, it's now first and goal from the 8. The Lancers once again off the right side, getting down near the 6-yard line is Clark. Largent in on the stop for the Warriors. That's a gain of 1. Going to mark the ball just outside the 7-yard line. The markers on the left side of the field, as you can see, are a little easier to see than they are on the right. Not quite obscured quite as much. On second and goal, this time number 19, rambling in the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Cashwell got in the end zone for the Lancers, and that's going to put them up at this point 13-6. And Mitch White coming in for the extra point. So Sherando, after stopping them on the first series, have had a little trouble now. The last 2 times the Lancers have had the ball. This time, the kick is good. Well, that's going to make it 14-6 in favor of the Amherst Lancers. Again, we've mentioned it before. Mickey Crouch and this group very confident. They feel there is unfinished business to be done here this afternoon. They are the home team. They traveled approximately, maybe 15, 20 miles for this game. We are just south of the Lynchburg city limits in Campbell County on a neutral site at Brookville High School. And Amherst certainly acting like the home team. They've made some good plays. And this time they will kick off once again. John Washington is deep. We've got Pearson back there, number 27. Sean Burns is also deep for Sherando. As we're watching the Lancers get ready to kick off. Mitch White. This ball is going to be taken by number 25 for Sherando. Burns is going to get the ball from the 10-yard line up to about the 33-yard line. So Sherando is going to be in decent field position this time for their third possession. Scoring on their first, of course, the big play was the long pass from Kelly Washington to John Washington down the right sideline. That set up a first and goal, especially after the face mask penalty. And then, of course, the Warriors went on the scoreboard. But they have been answered twice by the Lancers. So this is a situation now where the Warriors need to get some points. They need to stay with the Lancers. On first down, Washington looking deep down the left side. Overthrows the intended receiver. We've got an injury down there. That's Washington. John Washington is down. He was popped really hard at the end of that play, and I'll tell you, that was marginal. That ball was overthrown. I thought there was a possibility of a flag on that play because John Washington, even though he was reaching up for the ball, really did not have a chance to catch that ball. Of course, this would be a big loss if we would lose John Washington for any period of time at all. That is a tarp, part of the tarp that was covering the field. There is about 3 feet of clearance. Some of the Amherst fans here are getting a little anxious, wanting play to continue, but the truth of the matter is he was really popped very hard in the back. I guess they're going to continue play. Now we have a penalty flag down. We have a flag on the play. That's going to be a delay against the Warriors. I did not see the whistle for the continuance. I'm not really sure what happened there. Evidently, the officials were not too concerned about Washington being on the sideline, so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 15. And the line of scrimmage is going to move back inside the 30, back to about the 26-yard line, just outside the 26-yard line. Going to bring up a 2nd down and 15 for the Warriors. John Washington still being attended to down at the other team's 40-yard line. Kelly Washington is scrambling and now hitting the line of scrimmage. Gets it up for a gain of about 2 yards, but it's still going to be 3rd down at about 12. He's got the ball up over the 30-yard line. They're going to mark it in around the 31. They are still working on Washington. First quarter has ended, 14-6. The Lancers are leading the state championship game. A lot of the people from Sherando very, very concerned, however, on the condition of John Washington, who is being worked on the sideline. And I'll tell you, this is maybe a little unusual. There is not more than about 3 feet on the sidelines between that tarp and the field. And Washington's down on the field, down around the 35-yard line. I thought they might hold the game up because of the proximity of Washington on the field. So at least maybe he could be moved back. If he's able to be moved, maybe he needs to be moved back off the field. However, the officials, once again, are not too concerned about it. We're going to go to start the second quarter. And, of course, Sherando Warriors on your screen now moving from right to left. Now they're calling a timeout for an equipment situation. Number 63 coming to the sidelines with an equipment problem. They stopped the clock. That's kind of ironic. They'll stop the clock for an equipment situation. We have a player injured right on the sideline, and they're playing with that. Okay. Now he's back on. He allows the player comes back on the field, number 63. Now he's off. Now 51 is coming on for Amherst. Brandon Kesey. All right, this is 3rd and long as we start the second quarter. Kelly Washington stumbles back to pass. He's sacked in the backfield. Can't see the yard marker back around the 30-yard line. And, of course, the Warriors will be forced to punt in their own territory. The very, very dangerous Maurice Clark is deep. Sulzbach goes in punt formation with his teammates, and so Sherando has been stifled now the last 3 times they've had the ball. The punt is going to be taken back at the 40, dropped momentarily, and then picked up. He gets over the 45, still on his feet up to midfield. Is that very dangerous Maurice Clark? So once again, the Lancers are going to start a possession in very good position. They're right in the middle of this football field, right at the 50. The Lancers coming up to the field again. Very, very confident football team. This time they try the right side, and that time it was answered by number 41, Brad Payton. Baltimore also hustling. Got it just inside Sherando territory, about the 49-yard line. Lancers trying to score on every possession, trying to put the Warriors down by an additional score here. On 2nd and long, they're going to try the left side, and up the middle goes number 21, and he was tripped up by Washington. Kelly Washington saved a touchdown. I'm going to tell you that right now. Cam Jackson got a first down and got the ball down inside the 35-yard line to the 34. At that time, Kelly Washington was faked out, but reached back and had just enough of the ankle to trip up Jackson. Force him down, but it's a first down inside the 40, and Amherst has got it going right now. Off the left side, once again, Jackson still on his feet. Down near another first down. Inside the 30-yard line, down near the 25. Officials stop the clock as we'll have the chains move. I guess they're going to have a measurement. It's very close. The ball's down near that 24-yard line. Sulzbach is into the game as Sherando's John Farrell goes to the sideline. First down for the Lancers. They're trying to grind it out here. The Sherando Warriors know now that they've got their work cut out for them. Trying to keep this Cinderella story going, just one more game and bring home a state championship. But I'll tell you, this team that was in the state final last year and was denied is going for it here. On first down, tremendous run that time around that left side by Jackson. He's going to gain probably 7. Let's see where they mark the ball. He did. He got 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and about 3. Warriors back on their heels a little bit here as we're in the middle part of the second quarter. This time, once again, is number 21, Cam Jackson. He got very close to the first down, but he was driven back by a host of Warriors. There you see Largent, Rodney Largent. Daniel Baltimore also in on that stop. There's Brad Payton. The 21 getting a breather. He's been the workhorse, Cam Jackson. Cashwell. We have Maurice Clark in the backfield now. 3rd and 2, and Clark is going to try the right side, and it's very close to a first down. Sherando came up with a good play there. That's Dick. Largent also in on the stop. Markwood also. Markwood, the big fella, 6'1", 275 pounds, and I'll tell you, Michael Dick is no slouch at 5'11", 260. All right, that brings up a 4th and 1. They were short of the first down. Again, a big play. Cannot underscore how big these 4th down running plays are for both teams. But at this point, really big for Sherando as they're down inside the 15-yard line. Trying that right side. He appeared to have picked it up. Cashman. Payton is there on the stop, along with Daniel Baltimore. He got enough. They're going to move the chain. They're going to mark that ball down near the 12-yard line. So it's not a 1st and goal. 1st and 10 from the 12. Adelphia TV, cable channel 6. Proud to bring you the Group AA Division IV state title game from Brookville High School in Campbell County, Virginia. All right, right side this time, trying to bring him down and dragging down. Clark was Payton. We're going to be down near the 7-yard line. Just inside the 10, really, on 2nd down. Lancers once again, this time going to try that left side. Running hard, down close to the goal line. Officials did not give him a touchdown. But the problem for the Warriors is that this may be a first down and maybe a 1st and goal down near the 1-yard line. It is a 1st and goal, and they are down near the 1-yard line, just outside the end zone. It's a tough situation. I'll tell you, the Lancers have got this ground game going. The Warriors struck first, but it has been all Lancers since the early moments of the first quarter in this Group AA Division IV title game. Lancers already leading by 8. It's 14-6 on 1st and goal. Flag on the play. We'll have a dead ball foul here. Sorted out. This may be against the offense. Maybe a break that Sherando needs here to move the Lancers back a little bit, stop the momentum any way, shape, or form. A penalty is as good as any. It's going to be 5 yards back, and the Lancers have made very, very few mistakes so far in this football game. That's going to be a 1st and goal from the 6, but remember, it is 1st down. They've got 4 cracks at the end zone from the 6. They have not been able to be stopped since the early moments of the game when they went 3 and out. And this time, the right side, very little gain that time by Clark. Sherando defensive line and Payton. Sean Gergel. Michael Dick was up there. They're going to mark the ball at the 6-yard line, still just outside the 5. Second and goal. Going to try the same area. 19 on his feet, all the way down to near the goal line again. Oh, they're going to call it a touchdown. Late call. Touchdown, Lancers. T.J. Cashwell carried the ball in on 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line. Touchdown for the Lancers of Amherst County. They're up at this moment 20-6 as White is in to attempt the point after. Kick is up, and once again it is good. It's 21-6. Sherando finds themselves behind in this one. 21-6 all of a sudden. As we have 5 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The state title game. Brought to you and making it possible, Senator Russ Potts, along with the Frederick County Board of Supervisors, Frederick County Government, and the Frederick County School Board, Marathon Bank, Valley Proteins, F&M Bank, Kern Motor Company, Jefferson National Bank, the Bank of Clark County, the Sherando Warrior Club, and the O'Sullivan Corporation celebrating their 100th anniversary. Well, let's see if we can get the offense back. We haven't seen John Washington back. He's back on the sideline. I didn't see him go to the locker room or anything. But he is not in his normally deep spot. That kickoff went out of bounds, a flag, and of course Sherando will definitely take that. Deep this time for the Warriors in that center spot instead of John Washington was number 27, Mark Pearson. All right, the ball went out of bounds actually at the 37, so we'll get a couple yards on that, 37-yard line. by Kelly Washington. Of course, we're working right now without John in the game. We have a flag, we have a dead ball foul here. We have a flag on the play. So we have a procedure penalty here against the offense. Now we're going to have a, probably lining up to neutral zone. Against the defense, that's going to bring up a 1st and 5 and over the 40 after about 43. We're in a 21-6 football game. 21-6, the Lancers over Sherando. Sherando has not been able to stop that offensive drive. This time on the counter, they give the ball to number 30 for Sherando off the left side, and that's Michael Roberts. He's going to get a 1st down. He's going to get the ball over the 50-yard line. You can see the Sherando fans on the far side. You see them in your screen. That grandstand area is absolutely packed. I wouldn't want to guess how many, but there would be, I would think, at least 500 people over there, and I would think maybe 600 or 700. Good representation of Sherando fans, and this stadium is not one of the big stadiums. All right, they're going to mark it at the 49-yard line. 1st down, Sherando. Kelly Washington back to pass, throwing it over the middle. Sulzbach's got it inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Sherando. Tackled by Maurice Clark, and Sherando, of course, does have the ability to throw the ball also a little. They're not just a one-dimensional team, and it's very possible that to get back into this game, they may have to do that. Bo Arthur also in the game. He's going to go wide right. Sulzbach is lined up in position here on the left side. Washington pressured hard. What a play by number 63. Back near midfield. Eddie Megginson, a 200-pound junior, made one of the big plays of his career, I'll tell you that. And he was just right, his rush was just in the right line there for the Amherst defense as John Washington once again was looking to throw. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and almost 20 yards. And we are definitely in a passing situation now for the Warriors. That's a big play. I'll tell you, the Lancers have come up with play after play after play so far in this 1st half. Kelly Washington throwing the ball deep, right side, off the fingertips, or just off the fingertips of number 27, Pearson. Very, very close. They're going to move the ball back to the inside the 49-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd and about 19 yards, really. Definitely a passing down, and we'll see what Coach Walford Barr has sent in this time. Lots of pressure. Washington throws it downfield and out of bounds. The receiver tripped down around the 30-yard line. We do have a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. It's against Sherando. Maybe a hold. We'll wait the call. They may decline this, obviously. This is forcing a punting situation, unless they want to go for field position. That's going to bring up a 4th and 19 from the 48-yard line. So it's back in to punt the ball, and back deep now is number 8. Once again, Clark. We're watching the punter. This time he gets off a good punt. Clark is going to take the ball down around the 10-yard line. Brings it back up over the 20 and near the 23-yard line. He's brought down for the Sherando Warriors, Ricky Feathers, who centered that ball, hustled down the field, made the tackle on Clark. So once again, the Lancers have the football, and this is where it has been a problem for Sherando ever since the first series. When the Lancers went 3 and out, they have scored on every possession. They've scored on 3 possessions. Since then, it's 21-6. And the Lancers go at it once again from the just outside the 23-yard line. They're going to try that left side, and looks like they've got the 25 or 26-yard line. Host of Warriors in on the stop that time. They're going to mark the ball actually back at the 26-yard line. And a long 2 on that first down run. Let's try this right side now. Once again, Clark caught in the backfield that time. I'll tell you, that's a nice play by Sean Burns. That's going to move the ball back near the original line of scrimmage and bring up a 3rd and 10. And this is what the Warriors have got to do. They've got to stop the Lancer ground assault, that's their game. And of course, the Lancers have been winning in the playoffs. And if you have a great ground game like this, it just gets better, because that's what you want to do when you get ahead. You want to run the clock, and this is what this team does best. It's a big play now for Sherando. They've got to get the ball back here. Kind of a scissors type play, and this time they did stop the ball carrier, Maurice Clark, for a very little gain. Sean Gurgle leading the Warrior defense, and we have a timeout on the field. There's 1:24 remaining, as the Warriors have called a timeout to at least stop the clock between the 3rd down play and the 4th down expected punt from Amherst. Their punter is also their place kicker, Mitch White. This will be our first punt. Adelphia TV Cable Channel 6 bringing you the 1995 Group AA Division IV state title game. Looking at the Sherando sideline. Got a little injury there. That's John Washington. They're working on it. He was popped pretty hard on that sideline on a play that could have drawn the flag, but did not. All right, in punt formation. A little bit of a high snap. Tried to rush it, did not get it done. The ball's going to go out of bounds near midfield. Going to mark it down near the 48-yard line. And that's where the Warriors are going to take over. First down, and they do have time. They're going to have to throw the ball. I'll check that clock real quick. We have 1:17 remaining. 1 minute and 17 seconds remaining in the first half of what is now a 21-6 contest. And I'll tell you, it'd be nice to see the Warriors tighten this game up a little bit and try to get on the scoreboard. John Washington, hurt on the second series, is not in that game. Kelly Washington back to pass. He's really getting pressure. Throws the ball deep. I'll tell you what, no flag on the play. Intercepted by number 12 down the left side. All the way down that left side. That's a tremendous play for Amherst. And I can tell you that the sideline that you're looking at is looking for flags on that. There was contact. Officials thought it was incidental. So Amherst will get the ball back, and now they've got a chance to really maybe try to put this game away. Got the ball down on the 40-yard line. That ball was kind of a dying quail. It was up in the air, and there was a little bit of contact between the receiver and the defender, but there was no flag. So Amherst, once again, taking the ball. Trying that left side is Cam Jackson. They're going to try to run the clock out. Sherando think might just be letting this thing go and go to halftime and try to rework this thing for the second half. It's going to bring down a second down and 8. And we're getting down now to 39 seconds and running on the clock. So this may be the last play of the first half. And that's Clark on the right side. He's going to be stopped near the line of scrimmage. Hard driving runner, isn't he? Jeff Slonaker, 170-pound senior, in on the play. Lancers, we have a timeout on the field. Lancers kind of walking to the sideline here, so we've got 24 seconds remaining in this first half, and it is 21-6. As the Lancers have really had their way since early in the first quarter when they were stopped 3 and out on their first possession. And then Sherando was able to go down on a long pass to John Washington from Kelly Washington and get the ball down in a first and goal situation and get ahead. And now we have a situation where the Lancers were not stopped until just their last possession. Of course, they may be stopped here. Obviously, if they don't score, this would be a stop on down situation, as there's very little time left now in the first half. We're going to resume here with 24 seconds remaining. We'll bring up a 3rd and about 5. This is Jackson once again tries the right side. He got free for a moment and evidently was not ruled down. He's still on his feet and in the end zone for a touchdown. How about that? The official was right there. He was on his feet and was not brought down. Boy, that's a crushing blow to the Warriors, no doubt about that. This kid really made a play. Maurice Clark. And that is going to mean a 27-6 score, and there are 14 seconds remaining on the clock, and I'll tell you, that was a crushing run for the Warriors, no doubt about it. The kick is up and good. It's going to make it 28-6, and the Warriors really, with John Washington on the sidelines, have given up a touchdown in the last 14 seconds of this state final, and that is a tough one. That's a tough situation, no doubt about that. That was just what the Lancers wanted to try to do. They didn't run the clock out. Give them credit. They did not try to run the clock out. They tried to go wide and run the ball wide. They did for a touchdown. All right. Boy, the last, other than the first 3 or 4 minutes of this game, it's turned into a nightmare for Coach Walter Barr and the Sherando Warriors, and giving up a score with 14 seconds left. Kicking the ball off down on the ground. Picking it up down around the 20-yard line was Roberts. He got it up around the 30-yard line, but I don't know with this field position. We'll see if the Warriors decide to try anything. 9 seconds remaining in the first half. They've already been shocked here with 14 seconds left. Amherst in what appears to be somewhat of a prevent. They're going to let the clock go out. Once that clock started, they came up over center. Sherando lets it go. And I'll tell you, the near sidelines, very, very happy. We've got a lot of people on the near sideline just ecstatic over the play of the Lancers, who, again, left things maybe undone last year when they went undefeated and got up to the state title game and let it go between their fingers. This year, well, it's a little different story. You're watching Sherando, Coach Walter Barr leading his troops to halftime. What will he have to say to these young men who have really come out of nowhere to appear in this game? Osborne, Hanley, Broad Run, Fauquier, and of course Parkview got him. 14-8 before they closed out the season with an easy victory over Liberty, 35-7. And they did have a little trouble with James Wood. The Colonels gave them a good game at the end of the season as Sherando was victorious over their county rivals by a score of 12-6. So they were beaten by Osborne, by the way. I might have mentioned that they defeated Osborne, but it was one of those situations where both teams come in here 8-2, and neither one of them really were totally expected to be here. Sherando, of course, no way were they expected to be here. This Amherst team, of course, was here last year. They were undefeated regular season in 1994 and made it to the state title game, and that's all we've been hearing since we got to the stadium here is we have unfinished business. We've got to win the state championship. They run the ball wide. They run it up the middle. They have big guys. We haven't talked a lot about the Amherst players, but one of their big players, David Pugh, is 6'2", 270. He's just a junior. He goes both ways, of course, and one of the top players in this district, maybe the top lineman in the district, is Joey McDowell. Now, McDowell is also a junior. He is 6'5", 265 pounds. Defensive end, number 80, and of course tight end on the offense, Joey McDowell. Teams are out on the field here warming up for the start of the second half. What do you do if you're Sherando? There is John Washington. There is John Washington on the screen, number 12. I'd like to see him go at it again. Jim, going to see if I can get a word with Jim here before we have the kickoff. Jim Rotundo. I wanted to come back to you for just a moment. You saw John Washington on the screen. Are we going to be able to, do you think, see John get in this game? I think that's a good sign.
I would hope so, because Sherando definitely needs all the help they can get in the second half. It'd be real nice to see him come back.
Well, you know, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
I think if he's able to come back, I think he will.
It's really, really interesting. But he was out there warming up, so yeah. We're going to find out. Amherst is ready to start this second half. They're out there in kickoff formation with Smith and everybody. So I think we're ready for second half action. This is Adelphia TV Cable 6. Winchester bringing you the game as we're ready to start the second half. This is John Bloom, and we've got a work cut out for us here as the score is 28-6. Officials blow the ball ready to go, and Roberts going to take the ball on the 12-yard line and go up near the middle of the field. He's going to get the ball over the 30-yard line. Return of about 18 or 19 yards. Dwayne Smith in on the stop for the Lancers. As we're ready to start the second half, Kelly Washington joins the huddle. Well, at least Sherando is able to get the ball first and at least attempt to get on the scoreboard. And I'll tell you, almost every drive counts right now to get back into this game. Kind of a scissors play there with Roberts getting the ball up to just about the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Kelly Washington awaiting the next call. Big series of downs. You asked me about John Washington, and he is not in the game here to start second half. The pass is complete this time. Number 17, very close to a first down, is Bo Arthur. Got the ball over the 40-yard line, and we'll see where the officials mark it. He had it right where he caught it, and then he kind of moved back in just a little bit, and I think it's going to be about a yard short. Very, very close, though. Officials, I think, want to take a look at this one. It's a very, very big series for the Warriors, as we mentioned. They've got to stop Amherst when they have the football, and had Amherst gotten the ball here for the, if they score first in the second half, it's going to be, well, it's going to be just about over for the Warriors. That would be very difficult for them. First down by just the very tip of that football. So the Warriors have a first down. Start the second half. Kelly Washington gets that call and gets back in that huddle. Going against a slight breeze and going also into the sunset here as they're traveling from east to west. Back to pass, tremendous pressure. Boy, I'll tell you, number 63, he did that once before. Meganson, a 200-pounder. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and 17. Got a couple kids going deep. One of them, of course, on that play down this near sideline was Mark Pearson. But you've got to have time to throw the ball deep. And the Lancers are just not giving Kelly Washington much time to throw the ball deep. Kelly Washington was bumped as he threw the ball. This time the receiver is not able to catch up with the ball. That's Arthur once again. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Boy, this is not what the Warriors were hoping for to start the second half. They got the initial first down, and after that sack, now 2 incomplete passes brings up a 3rd, 17. Just under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter of what is now a 28-6 football game. Washington this time still being pressured, throws the ball over the left side. That I would think would be a flag against Amherst. The receiver, Sulzbach, was hit early. That almost has to be a, well, we don't want to speculate too quickly. There was definite contact down the field there at the 50-yard line. That's right where the flag is. It's going to be a pass interference call against Amherst County. I'll tell you, we thought Washington was hit in his shoulder, and he was, but he did come down evidently on his legs and has been injured. He's limping, and I think he's just not able to go, and that is a blow for Sherando. This call, of course, is going to bring a first down in midfield for Sherando, and I'll tell you, that was 3rd and 17, so that was a big play. I tell you, without the contact, it's very possible Bo Arthur would have caught that ball, or Sulzbach would have caught that ball. On first down, it's Dar into the center of the line for about a yard. He gets into Amherst territory. Lancers surround him at about the 49-yard line. The Warriors, a Cinderella story, and they absolutely have their backs to the wall on this drive right here. They know they've got to get something. Have not scored since the first 2 minutes of the football game. Kelly Washington this time hands the ball off to Pearson, who's hit in the backfield for what is going to be about a 2-yard loss. They're going to move the ball up to around the 49-yard line. They're not going to give the Lancers all of that territory, but his forward progress was stopped at around the 49. It's a loss of 1, or a loss of 2 actually from the last play, so it's going to bring up 3rd and about 11. Temperatures expected to drop here toward the end of the game, and wind is expected to pick up, but so far the weather has not been a factor, weather or the field. Washington, tremendous pressure. They're just overpowering the left side of this Warrior line. just a little too much. This was a blitz, and they were able to get to Kelly Washington in the backfield, the 43-yard line. Tell you, the plays have been going Amherst's way. There's no doubt about it. The things they've been trying have been working. And the Lancers have stopped this drive. So it's back going to punt the ball. It's going to hit down around the 30-yard line. Actually, it's going to be picked up there by number 8. He breaks 2 tackles once again, and he's got the left side, and he's wide open. He is gone, and that's going to be the football game. This kid has been tremendous. Maurice Clark has 3 long touchdowns. That's going to do it. I'll tell you, I hate to say it, the Sherando needed to score early in the quarter to get back into it. And when Clark broke the tackles at the 30-yard line, that was it. Smith is in. Excuse me, Mitch White is his name. White in for the point after. Kick is up, and he has been perfect all day. That's going to make it 35. They've got 5 touchdowns, 5 extra points, and I'll tell you, Clark has been very, very tough. He is really just running up the yardage. All-purpose yardage, too. That, of course, was not from the line of scrimmage. That was a punt return of about 70 yards for a touchdown. So it's been a little bit of everything for the running game for Amherst, whether from the line of scrimmage or whether running back kickoffs or punts, whatever. They've really been racking up the yardage. And Sherando a little wounded now. They're coming on the field here. A little banged up now with John Washington on the sidelines. All righty, we got Roberts back there joining Burns and Pearson. The only thing that might be negative for the Lancers is they scored in 8 seconds. Once they touch the ball, there's still over 7.5 remaining in the third quarter. And I can tell you, there's a very high kickoff coming down at the 5-yard line. Goes into the end zone. That's a touchback. That might be fortunate for the Warriors. That might be fortunate for the Warriors there, because the Muff got it back in the end zone, and we may not have been able to get that ball out to the 20-yard line on that play. All right. First down from the 20. Kelly Washington, once again, remember, without John Washington, he's not working with all of his weapons. And a very, very important weapon is John Washington. Injured during the second drive on a pass down the left side. He was knocked to the turf. First back up the middle, that was Dar. He got a couple. Excuse me, that was number 42, the ball carrier. Daniel Baltimore on the carrier. I'm going to move the ball up near the 22-yard line. Second and a long 8. Warriors really have any attempt to get in the game, really have got to throw the ball. Trying the left side, that one didn't work either. That was Roberts trying the left side. I tell you, Amherst is, these guys are ready to play. There's no doubt about it. They're fired up. As I mentioned before, they were very confident coming into the game, felt that they were able to handle this team, and we have to admit, from what we've seen, their running game has been almost impossible to stop. It's been very, very tough for Sherando. They've been running up the yardage on the Warriors. They've got good backs, very talented backs. Hard to stop. This time we're going to try the right side. Pearson Got up to the 15. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long. Or, excuse me, bring up a 4th and long. That was 3rd down. It brings up a 4th and long, so Sherando in punting formation. And you can see a little bit of the steam came out of Sherando on that touchdown with 14 seconds left in the first half. And just now on that punt return. Now, the last punt was returned for a touchdown. And this time they punt once again to number 8. He's got the ball at the 45-yard line, trying to get that corner. This time he doesn't get it. He gets out to the 30. Roberts, but not Maurice Clark. This time he was trying to turn that corner again and didn't quite get it. It is 35 to 6 in favor of Amherst in this Group AA Division IV state championship game. Warriors back on defense and also back at the 28-yard line. And Amherst, again, as we mentioned, they get the lead. This is what they do best. They run the football. In this case, they've run the football to get the lead. And now to run the clock and to keep the lead. They're doing it once again as Cashwell tries the middle of the line. There's Dick on the bottom. Brad Payton was assisting on that tackle. I'll tell you, these Warriors been in existence only 3 years, and what a job their staff has done and these kids have done. It's always tough to finish like this. We've got a lot of game left, but things are looking a little tough now as we're down now to 4 minutes left in the third quarter. 4.5 minutes. Number 21 on that scissors play. Breaks that tackle again of Kelly Washington, and he goes in the end zone for an unmolested touchdown. That's Cam Jackson. And again, this is, I would imagine, this is the best team the Warriors have seen in the playoffs. They are certainly playing well. You know, sometimes you just play well. You know, you can be this. It's hard to believe that this team, this Amherst County team, finished 3rd in their district because they are playing well today and their backs are very, very talented. This Amherst team is a very talented team. Kick is down. This ball is good. That's going to bring it up to 42. Philadelphia TV Cable 6, proud to bring you this state title game. No matter what the outcome, supporting the Sherando Warriors right to the final play of the season. Brought to you in part by, of course, Senator Russ Potts, helping this organize things, get things together. The Frederick County Board of Supervisors, the Frederick County government, along with the county school board, Marathon Bank, Valley Proteins, F&M Bank, Kern Motor Company, Jefferson National Bank, Bank of Clark County, the Sherando Warrior Club, and the O'Sullivan Corporation, celebrating 100 years of operation, employing people in the Winchester area now for a century. We thank them very, very much for providing the impetus to make this game possible. There's a lot of fees involved in the Virginia High School League and equipment and satellite fees and whatever, and it's a much bigger operation than what you would think it is. All right, White's kickoff, a tremendous kickoff in the end zone. He is kicking with a slight breeze at his back, but still, these kids from Amherst are pumped up. I just can't tell you, these kids are in high gear. This, if you were an Amherst Lancer fan, you would have to say it doesn't get any better than this. Just about everything they're trying is working. I mean, when their kickoffs start being unreturnable, you know you got to go on. And that's exactly what's going on here. All right. Sherando in a deep hole here. Nothing to lose now. We might as well air it out, see what happens. Kelly Washington hands the ball off this time to Roberts. He's got several yards up near a first down, up near the 30-yard line. They're going to mark the ball, I think, just short of a first down. Going to bring up second and less than one. Something we didn't mention is Coach Barr is 25 years separated from a state championship in Frederick County. He was the coach of the James Wood state championship team. How about, that was John Washington. That's his first carry since he was knocked out of the game. Unfortunately, he's still limping, as you can see, going back into the huddle. The damage has been done, I'm afraid, by the Lancers. It would have been very nice to have had his services throughout this game. It may have been a much closer game, or it may have been a different story. But I think the bottom line is the Warriors have not been able to stop the Lancers' running game. Pitching the ball this time to Washington, and he's put it on the ground, and I think the Lancers have recovered it. They have. I tell you, Washington is not 100%, obviously. And it's one of those things where nothing seems to be going right. It's got to be tough on the Warriors to get this far and have the wheels fall off like this. But like I say, if you're on the other side, you just can't do anything wrong. The Lancers are just having everything kind of fall into place here in this state title game. Came up close last year. Reading in the newspaper about Coach Crouch, Mickey Crouch, never coming so close so many years and never getting the title. Looks like he's going to get it this time. Left side, and that's a loss. Jeff Sloanaker there, Mark Pearson. Let's see, we have second down and about 13 to go. There's going to be some people saying, well, what if this or what if that? But I'll tell you, the bottom line is the Amherst running game has been very, very tough. First back up the middle. How about that? A quick hitter, number 19. Gets about 10 yards, and that's T.J. Cashwell. He does have a first down inside the 20-yard line. They're going to mark the ball down at the 18. Sherando losing to Osborne by 7 and losing to Parkview by 6. Other than that, it's been a great season. Cashman once again is going to try that right side. They're working on the clock. They're also maybe trying to get in the end zone again, just to add another score. We're having some substitutes also coming in for Amherst. About a minute and 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Second down and a long 5. So they do have the ball inside the 15-yard line. They're going to try the middle once again. Very little. I tell you, the Warriors are still fighting in there, aren't they? Jeff Sloanaker, number 34. In on the stop. Warriors defense has been on the field a lot, and that's been one of the problems. Just unable to stop this awesome ground attack. And we're down now to 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. This time, trying that right side. And again, breaking tackles, it's the amazing ability. There's a flag on the play. Maurice Clark tries the right side. He has been practically unstoppable this afternoon for Amherst. Preliminary signal is the face mask. That's going to bring the ball down inside the 5, I believe. We'll see where they mark it. Yes, they are going inside the 5. That's going to bring a first and goal, and it looks like, as we're about ready to go into the fourth quarter, the Lancers are about to add another score. They once won a state championship 71-19 back in 1974. That was their last championship, I believe, in '74. No gain on that one. I tell you, the Warriors still, there's Brad Payton. Rodney Largent, very, very proud kids on this Warrior team. And they know they're down, and they're just giving it everything they can, every play. And we really, I tell you, we've come to expect this from Sherando. Proud bunch of kids. And the time is coming down on the clock. That's going to be at the end of the third quarter as Amherst once again knocks on the door. 42-6 is the score as we go into the fourth quarter. Yes, we're going to play the fourth quarter. I'm not sure. Sherando is hanging in there with every play. I'll tell you, these kids, they really don't have quit in them. They're having a hard time stopping this running game of Amherst. And they're a very, very proud bunch of kids, and they're doing the best they can out there. And that's the main thing. I'll tell you what, you got to support them right to the end. And a lot of those Sherando fans are up above the huddle that you see. They are still giving their support. 500, maybe 600 strong on that far sideline. As we'll go down now, we're going to look into the sun a little bit now. As we start the fourth quarter, 42-6 now in favor of Amherst. On Adelphia TV Cable 6, the Group AA Division IV State Championship football game from Brookville High School, Campbell County, Virginia. When we start the fourth quarter, Amherst with the ball, 2nd and goal. Going to try that left side once again. Just coming up short. Here's Cam Jackson. They're going to try to maybe spread the scoring around a little bit too. We're getting some glare also from those cars down there, and we're going to give you the yard markers as close as we can. Just gave the score of the EC Glass Hampton score, and that Hampton game, and EC Glass is a local high school, and evidently they're being handled very much the way Amherst is handling here, and fans were shocked that their local AAA school was not doing better in their game. We have a delay. Hampton must be a powerful team if they've scored 41 points in the first half. That's a halftime score of that AAA playoff game being played down in Hampton Roads area. All right, after the delay, we go out at 3rd and goal. There's that number 8. Going to try the right side. This time he's brought down. Number 25 is in there on the stop. That's Sean Burns. Maurice Clark, the ball carrier. Daniel Baltimore stringing that play out real well. Not in the end zone. He did at least keep the clock going. 4th and goal from around the 5-yard line. And back to pass this time. Throws the ball in the end zone. Intercepted by number 21, Kelly Washington, who steps out of bounds. He was hit out of bounds there, and just lightly, I guess. Well, Kelly Washington got the ball, and really not much of a difference there. We'll see where he brought the ball out. Now you know why Amherst doesn't throw the ball, right? They threw the ball and got it intercepted. I'll tell you what, the way they're running the ball, they do not need to be throwing that football. They're going to mark it outside the 10-yard line, where it's going to be first down for Sherando. Hard hard to see exactly the yard marker. Just outside the 10. Up the middle goes the ball carrier, Daniel Baltimore, on first down. Oh, there was a fumble on the play. And Amherst is going to recover. Boy, it has been that kind of a day for the Sherando Warriors. Daniel Baltimore gave up the football, and it was recovered by Amherst. And again, because the angle of the sun and the lines are not marked really well down there, that tarp and the moisture, I think they're marking it down around the 15-yard line. It's just been one of those situations. Lancers still playing the first stringers in this game. They're going to try that left side. Again, that's Cam Jackson. They're going to mark it down around the 12-yard line as we're down to 9 minutes remaining. Been a tough afternoon for these Warriors. A number of radio stations are here covering the game for both teams. This time a double handoff. That's a trick play. Number 21 down near the goal line and in the end zone. Cam Jackson. That was a double handoff. I believe that Maurice Clark handled that ball. That was Maurice Clark handing the ball off to Cam Jackson. So that's what we had on that play. Both running backs handling the ball. And Sherando caught by surprise a little bit on that one. It's going to make the score 48-6. The kick this time is good once again. And that brings that up 7 touchdowns, 7 extra points. And of course, that was a very short drive of about 15 yards after the Baltimore fumble set it up. Sherando, they know their season is coming to an end. And the boys from Amherst on the near sideline know that they are about to become state champions, even though there's still 9 minutes left in the game. And you can't take anything away from Amherst. They have played extremely well. I will say, I must admit, things have really gone their way. They've had a lot of things fall into place, not to mention the injury to John Washington early in the game that really took one of the Sherando key offensive keys out of the game. You know, John Washington going out of the game really did hurt the Sherando offense. All right, kicking the ball along the ground and trying that left side. They better fall on it or Amherst is going to get that one. Got to get on those balls. They're live balls. Officials are unpiling the pile down inside the 40-yard line. I don't know whether he was trying to onside that kick or not. I'll tell you what, if that was an intentional onside, there may be some hard feelings in this game before it's over. I don't know what happened on that kickoff. I would hope that Amherst was not onsiding the kick, leading 49-7. But they have recovered. And Sherando's on defense again. Boy, it has really turned into a nightmare even in the second half for the Warriors. An unusual situation. First back off that right side is number 19, and that, of course, is Cashwell. Brad Payton. Got down there. And that defense, Sulzbach's coming in now. Number 55 leaving the field, Rodney Largent. He's been a mainstay, great player for the Warriors in this Cinderella season, their third season of existence, second season for Coach Walter Barr. This time, number 4, the ball carrier, is Dwayne Smith. Brad Payton. Baltimore also in on the stop. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 1. It has been all Amherst since the early moments of the game when Sherando took an early lead, 6-0. You see a score like that, 49-6, you wouldn't think that Sherando ever had the lead, but they did. First 2 minutes of the game. Not much up the middle that time for the Lancers. The middle of the line really got going. That was enough for a first down. They didn't need much. They only needed about a yard. Things just have not gone Sherando's way. It's 49-6 as we're moving through the 4th quarter. This game, first back up the middle there for about 5 yards. A good stop. By the Warriors. Practically unstoppable this afternoon. This time they try the left side with Cam Jackson. Well, he tried the left side. He ended up on the right side. Whistle blew before the ball came out. Payton helping Jackson up. They're just trying to work the clock a little bit, which is at the 6-minute mark right now. We have 6 minutes remaining in this state title game. Things did not go Sherando's way, no doubt about that. A tough contest. It's, I'll tell you, most of the fans on the far sideline are still in the stands. They're going to support the Warriors to the end. A few people leaving, but not too many. Trying that left side. He might get out. Oh, he kept in bounds. No, he was marked out of bounds. He was marked out of bounds down near the 15-yard line. We want to mention about the Sherando Warriors. They are losing some key players, but I'll tell you, about half of the starters on the Sherando team will be returning. Now, of course, they won't be catching teams by surprise if they get far in the state tournament, but they are returning about half of their players. And John Washington, this is one key player that is finishing his high school career, and this is not the way he wanted to go out, with an injury and not able to really perform in the final game. And this time, trying the right side and making the right moves and getting down into the end zone is number 20. That's Carlos Kinney. And he's a backup running back for Amherst. It's going to make it 55-6. We've got about 5.5 minutes remaining. We're just kind of going through the motions now. It's one of those things where neither team is really doing anything fancy out there. This is going to be the point after. This guy has hit 8 in a row. It's 56-6. And we're getting good old-fashioned whooping going on right now. No other way to say it. The Sherando faithful, I tell you, still there on the sideline. You can see the stands, still a lot of people there here at Stinger Stadium. This is home of the Bees, the Brookville Bees. AAA team here in Campbell County. Lancers have had things going their way since midway through the first quarter. They had a couple long touchdown plays go their way. Maurice Clark, I think the key in the game has been Maurice Clark. He's had 3 long touchdowns. Of course, they have 8 now. And they have really, really racked up some tremendous yardage. Let's watch his kickoff now. I'm a little concerned that I think it was just a slip, and he didn't mean to kick an onside kick the last time, and I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. Well, he's kicking the ball on the ground. Maybe that's just what they're attempting to do. And getting the ball down near the 30-yard line. I heard somebody say he didn't want to kick it into the wind, but the wind's blowing about 5 miles an hour. I don't know whether that's a good answer or not. But anyway, Sherando is going to take the ball over up around the 30-yard line. And we have really got the clock down to about 5 minutes, and now running with 26, 25, 24. Starting to run things down now. Curtain starts to go down. We've got some substitutions out there. Big number 74 for Amherst is in the game. He is 330 pounds, by the way, that young man. Knee is down on number 42 for Sherando, Daniel Baltimore. He got a couple of yards. So the Amherst Lancers have wrapped up a AA state title here. Their starters are basically on the sidelines, and they've got their second unit out there. Well, most of their second unit. I see Dwayne Smith is out there, number 4. And now we've got some substitution now for Sherando. Is into the game now at quarterback is number 15, Josh Kopp. Handing the ball off to Baltimore. Josh Kopp is a sophomore. He's 5'10", 140 pounds. Baltimore gaining about 9 yards, going to be 3rd and 1. Both teams now substituting freely. Kelly Washington is a junior, so he'll be back. Josh Kopp is a sophomore. He's the backup quarterback for the Warriors. Didn't expect to get into this game. We have flags on the play. Somebody lined up in the neutral zone for Amherst. Big number 74. He is 330 pounds. He's not very tall. I'm going to check his height there. He's only 5'6". And he's not a starter, but I'll tell you what, I would imagine a lot of the seniors that are not starters are in the game for both teams right now. The Sherando seniors, Wayne Click, John Washington. Get some more here. And we have the ball on the ground. It's still on the ground. A little trick play here. We'll see who comes up with it. Second down. Jeff Slonecker, Mark Pearson is a senior. Brad Darr is a senior. Rodney Largent, Michael Dick, George Soule, Nathaniel Reitnauer, Jason Soule, and Nick Sulzbach is also a senior. Those are the Sherando seniors playing their final game here this afternoon in Campbell County, Virginia. Tough loss, though. Josh Kopp this time handing off to the second back, who gets a lot of that yardage back, got up over the 45-yard line. See if that was Baltimore. And it was. Daniel Baltimore. Getting ready for the post-game ceremonies when I hand out the trophies. Kopp this time handing it off to Pearson, number 27, who has stopped out near the 45-yard line. That's pretty close to a first down. That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. We might as well go for it. The way things have been going for Sherando today, they punt the ball and couldn't come back all the way. They are going for it. Young Josh Kopp, sophomore quarterback, hands the ball off, and that is a 1st down for Sherando. Getting the ball inside the 45-yard line, down to the 43. Baltimore, he's the workhorse now late in the football game. We're down now less than a minute and a half remaining in the state championship football game here on a Adelphia Cable Channel 6. A tough afternoon indeed. This is number 30, Roberts. Getting the ball down near the 35-yard line. Clock down to a minute to go. Amherst County 1 minute away from the state championship. They're getting excited. It's a very, very excited crowd. Josh Kopp under center. Puts the ball on the hip, throws the ball deep. The young man throws the ball over the right side and goes off the fingertips of the intended receiver, Bo Arthur. Arthur is also a sophomore. You can see some promise in the future. I know they're getting licked a little bit here. I don't mind the announcement, but we do have 31 seconds to go. That ball was out of bounds, incomplete. They will be champions in 31 seconds. 3rd down and 1 to go. Josh Kopp, it's one of the final plays of the Sherando season. Handing the ball off to Baltimore. Got the ball down inside the 30. They're going to mark it down around the 28-yard line. We've got about 26 seconds left. There we go. And the Amherst Lancers, they said they had unfinished business, and they have done it in grand style. They were shocked immediately by Sherando getting behind 6-0. Kopp, 5 seconds left, pitches the ball, this time to Pearson. Tries the right side. He's trying to get in the end zone for the final play of the game. And he did! Touchdown, Sherando! How about that? Now, there is an indication of the Warriors never giving up. 56-6. And Pearson guts it out, gets it in the end zone on the final play of the game. There's no time on the clock. Amherst is celebrating, but Pearson, again, that never-say-die attitude that these Sherando Warriors have. He is a senior, and he can graduate from high school next summer and say on the final play of his career, he got in the end zone in a state championship game. There is no time on the clock, of course, there is no point after attempt in a situation like this. It'll make it, the scoreboard still says 56-6, but that was a touchdown, and it's 56. Well, these guys from Amherst don't want to give us any credit, do they? Got to be nice to get it on the scoreboard. It is 56-12. A final score in the Group AA Division IV State Championship game. They're going to have the award ceremony. All we can say is congratulations to Coach Walter Barr and the Sherando High School Warriors. It was a tremendous, tremendous effort here in 1995. The Cinderella story is over. They come up short. Amherst was all over them like a blanket with their running offense. It was just a little too much. Just weren't quite able to put things together. We have. We want to thank once again the sponsors that made this possible, and of course Russ Potts, Adelphia Cable, the entire staff. They did a great job putting things together at the last minute. Once again, we want to thank the Frederick County Board of Supervisors, the Frederick County Government, Frederick County School Board, the Marathon Bank, Valley Proteins, F&M Bank, Kern Motor Company, Jefferson National Bank, Bank of Clark County, the Sherando Warrior Club, and the O'Sullivan Corporation, celebrating their 100th year of operation in Winchester, starting back in 1896. All right, there's the final score is on the scoreboard. That is correct now. It is 56-12, the final in the state championship game. Sherando accepting the runner-up trophy out on the field. There you see Washington. There's Dar, Largent, a lot of the seniors getting the trophy. Listen, we're gonna wrap it up from Campbell County, Virginia. It has not been the total Cinderella story for the Sherando Warriors. Not what the Warriors really were looking for. They just received the runner-up trophy for the Group AA Division IV competition here at Brookville High School. And so for all the people, all the sponsors that made it possible, and all the great people here from Adelphia Cable, this is John Bloom wrapping it up with the final score in the state title game. Amherst 56, Sherando 12.